Hey guys, it's nearly the end of the year, so today I decided to do a top 10 of my fave moments of this year. I will try to make this really quick, but some of them are like hard to explain. I really want to explain them, so this may take a little bit longer than I expect, but I hope you guys like it. So here we go. First, number 10 was being noticed by people that I like on Twitter or YouTube. To give a better image of this, I will tell you what happened. The band account of The Wanted followed me. Jim Chapman replied to a comment I did on his video. Tanya Boer favorited my tweet I did a couple of days ago. Woody Allen replied to a tweet. It was awesome. And some of you may know someone called Alejandro Fernandez Holt. He's a singer from the UK, and he followed me. He replied to several tweets. He favorited them, and it feels amazing. So that's number 10. Number 9 is a bit more personal for me because in my school every year there is a contest, theater contest, and for some groups it is obligatory or mandatory to participate, but for my group, let's say, it was kind of optional, but we chose to do it. And this year was the theme for the place was Edgar Allan Poe. So it was a bit hard for us because we had to create like a short story into an hour play, or like a 30-minute play. I don't remember how long, but it was really hard. And this is a very special moment for me because there were like probably 20 groups or a bit less, I don't know, but my group won first place, and it is amazing. It felt amazing because all the hard work was worth it, and it felt amazing. So that's number 9, and I know it's a bit too personal, but I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's number 9. Then number 8, this is also really personal. On March this year, my godson was born, and it's pretty special because he lives with us, with my family, and because he's part of the family, and it feels amazing because I'm the youngest sister, and I'm like the one in the middle of my cousins, but I wasn't used to spend a lot of time with a baby, and it is amazing. And yes, it can be awful at some moments, but it is really nice to have a baby at home or to spend time with a baby. And when he grows up, it would be amazing to be like, yeah, I used to take care of you although I was a teenager. So it was amazing to finally finally have him like in my arms and finally hug him, because I went to an ultrasound, so I got to see him inside his mom's belly, and at that moment I cried, and when I saw him and when I could hug him, it was pretty special. So that's number 8, and it's also real personal, but it was amazing. Then number 7, um last month, well, November, I think it was November, yes, November, Justin Bieber came to Mexico for like the 3rd time, and I got to go to his concert. I know it is not like the biggest thing ever, but the thing is that I went to the concert with one of my bestest friends ever, and it was amazing because I went like just with her. It rained, the sky was falling, and I haven't been on that zone like where there is no seats. So as you take your place when you arrive, and you have to take care of your place because people push you and everything. So it was a really new experience for me, and my friend loves Justin Bieber more than I do, and it was amazing to be with her in that special moment, and it was amazing. So that is number 7. Then number 6 has to do also with a concert. It was the One Direction concert, and it was special for me because when they came last year, I was on the last row of the venue, and because almost, I mean, I knew that I wasn't going, and the day the tickets went on sale, things changed. So I was last year I was on the last row of the venue, and this year I got to be a little bit closer, not on the first row, but a little bit closer, and it was amazing. And they sang some of my favorite songs, and it was really good moment for me because last year I didn't get to see them like really nice. I mean, I loved listening to their voices live, but this year was better because I got to see them closer, so that was also a big thing for me. Then number 5. Yes, number 5. I am a big fan of the Hunger Games saga, and this year it was time for the second book to become a movie. So Catching Fire finally was released, and it was amazing. I was waiting for a year and so to watch it, and me and my friends were going to see the movie like at the first minute, like at 00 uh, 01 time, like on the day it released, like let's say Friday. But we got tickets to see it on Thursday at 8 p.m. and I went with 3 of my closest friends, and it was amazing. I fangirled the whole movie, and my friend was next to me, like asking me questions and fangirling with me, and it was amazing. And it was one of the best experiences ever, and I loved it, and the movie was amazing. I couldn't expect less, and I can't wait for next year to watch Mockingjay Part 1. So that's number 5. Then number 4 is also a bit emotional thing, and there are 2 events in this number, but it has to do with the same person or the same people, so I decided to put them together. As you all know, the Jonas Brothers are no longer a band, and if you are a fan of them, you knew that earlier this year, like between January and February, they gave this tour in different places, like to promote their new music, and they sang some new songs, so put like call their fans again. So they came, and I got the chance to see them, and it was amazing because I was like, yeah, this is the first concert for the new music, and it was amazing. It was crazy, and it was pretty special to me because they sang Wedding Bells, and it's one of my favorite songs ever, and I actually love it. And then the news hit us, and the Jonas Brothers are no longer a band, and it hurt so bad for me because I've been their fan since the beginning. Like, they've been in my life for like 7 years now, and it's a big part of my life. So when they were no longer a band, they like cancelled a lot of events, but there was one here that they didn't. So I was trying to get tickets, but I couldn't, and then a friend that also loves them said she had one ticket left, and she asked if I wanted it, and I said yes, and I went to the concert all by myself, and it was like an awards concert, so the Jonas Brothers were like at the end, so it was freezing, and I met a girl there, but it was on my own, and suddenly only Nick and Joe appeared, and I'm sad that Kevin didn't come, but for me it was pretty special because they sang some like old songs, and it was like pretty emotional, and they were like saying goodbye, and I don't know if they're coming back, So it was like their last concert, I could say, at the moment, and it was pretty emotional. So yeah, that's number 4. Then number 3, I got to meet one of my fave singers ever, and he is Ollie Murs. He's a British singer, in case you don't know, and he is amazing. I got the chance to go to. I won tickets to go and see him on an interview, a presentation where he sang 3 songs, I believe. Yeah, 3 songs. And then he had like some fans ask him questions, and then they got to meet him. For my surprise, when they were like, yeah, just choose one person to ask you a question, and at that moment I was like, oh, only one girl would get the chance to ask him something, and I was on the third row, and he was like, yeah, you. And after some things, if you like, I can make a longer video about this, but I'll try to make it really short this time. So he picked me of like 400 people probably. He chose me to ask him a question. So I asked him, he really loved my question, and then the radio people chose other girls to ask him questions, and at the end they were like, okay, so some of you will get the chance to meet him, and it was like, oh my god, I hope I do. And then they were like, okay, first the girls, I asked him something, and there was like, oh my god, I'm going to meet him. So there were 10 girls that met him while he was visiting this country, and it was amazing. And so I got to meet him, and we were like on stage, and he was like hugging. He was like, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey to everyone, and I was like the one of the last girls to hug him, and he hugged me pretty tight, and he said to me that was a lovely question, and then he hugged the other girls, and it was pretty great for me. And then we took the photo, and he's like trying to pull me closer, and it was amazing. So I got to meet him, and I'm pretty grateful with that. So it was amazing. And number 2 is also there are also 2 events, but they have to do with the same people, so I put them together. So number 2, one of my fave bands ever is Wanted, and my camera died, but I'm back again, and I think I was saying that I was on the airport in Paris for a lot of hours. I didn't go out of the airport, but I was there, and I got to see the Eiffel Tower from far away, and I did lots of shopping, and I went to England basically, so I have this stamp on my passport, which is amazing. And so one of my dreams came true, and I got to visit different places. Not a lot of things, because I was there just for 1 week, and I just went out of the school for 2 days, but it was pretty amazing, and I got to spend time with one of my bestest friends, and I think that trip helped us to be like closer, and it was amazing. So probably getting like making one of my dreams in life to come true this year was just amazing. So I couldn't think of other things to put on my top 10, but I have lots of different things that happened this year, and I'm able to say that this was the best year of my life. I know I haven't had a lot of years, but this was amazing because a lot of things happened, and a lot of things that I've been dreaming of for a lot of time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be posting videos every week, and I would like you to comment some of your highlights of this year, and hope you have an amazing new year and that all your dreams do come true. So yeah, I'll leave the link to my Twitter down below, and I will see you next week. Bye. first I will go from number 10 to number 1. So yeah. So to give a more April, no, on March, I think.